So, if you're into camera gear like me and you happen to own a 3D printer, here's one really cool thing you can do with that 3D printer, even if you're into camera gear. So camera gear is really cool and we all love it, and sometimes we have to spend a little bit more money to make sure, we have a couple more accessories and stuff for our cameras. And I know that if you own lavalier microphones, which I own the DJI Mic 2s, that can be really good. But sometimes you don't always want to wear a bulky microphone if you're vlogging, or you just really want a shotgun microphone. And let's just say, with a 3D printer, not only can me and my siblings print toys and other cool things to sell even, and just make money off of, but also print what we want of, we can also print some cool camera accessories for my Sony FX30 to make sure that I don't need to go out and buy a shotgun mic. And here's how I turn my DJI Mic 2 into a shotgun microphone, and it's really cool. And in case you were wondering what it sounds like, you're listening to it right now. Yeah, this is what it sounds like as a shotgun microphone. Hopefully it sounds pretty good. From the audio levels, it should be sounding relatively okay. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to make sure that this microphone is on the shotgun microphone accessory that, I printed. So this is my Sony FX30. This is my current setup. I think it's really neat. As you can see, that's me. Got lens, everything. So this is my setup, just in case you were wondering what it was like. So this part right here, let me focus in on it. This part right here is actually 3D printed. And I think that it's really cool because this can come out. So that doesn't have to be there, but that's how I put my microphone up there, so it's like a shotgun mic. So how this part would usually go in the camera, it does. So we have the part of the DJI microphone right there, or the receiver. The receiver goes in, and it still uses this little thing that the receiver comes with, but in this 3D printed little case. So I can be vlogging from right here, and yeah, I have a cool shotgun microphone, and it looks like a legitimate shotgun microphone, and I think that that's just so cool, honestly. So yeah, that's kind of how this all came together. Is one day I was scrolling through and just really looking for something that I could 3D print. And when I saw this, I knew it was perfect, because I had been looking at getting a shotgun microphone, but they are not cheap. Even the budget one I was going to get, which was like the Movo something. I think I have it saved, maybe. Okay, don't anymore, but anyways, for a microphone that might not even last me that long for $30. And I know what you're thinking, well, 3D printers are a lot of money, but the benefit you get from having a 3D printer, oh my gosh, you can print pretty much endless stuff, and I just think it's great. And if you happen to buy one, you adults, for your kids, for Christmas, just know that you can fidget around with it too, especially if they're at school or something, because the exact model 3D printer I have is actually the Bambu Labs A1 3D printer, and it's really cool because from the Bambu app, which is just, an app for the 3D printer, is I can be anywhere, literally out of the state, out of the house, whatever, and, I'm still able to print from anywhere. I can print at home from the printer, or I can print from my phone from anywhere, which is really cool, and I just think that that's amazing. But just the accessories and everything else that you can get with a 3D printer is so cool. So not only are you basically hearing shotgun mic level audio, but I can also use this microphone system, sorry for being so loud, as a lavalier microphone, or I can hold it like this. Of course, you might hear me a little bit more clearly. Even when I go like this, I necessarily wouldn't wear my lavalier microphone like this ever unless I had a jacket. I would do what most people would do and use my magnet that it comes with and put the magnet over top. I'm not saying that instead of getting a shotgun mic, you should spend hundreds of dollars on a 3D printer, but I am saying with all the camera gear and everything else you can buy, I personally think that getting a 3D printer is really cool for a whole lot of stuff. And I know what you're thinking. You're a kid, you didn't pay for the 3D printer. No, I didn't. It's actually my brother's for his birthday. But like the accessories like this that I can print, instead of going out and buying a lens cap, I can print it from the 3D printer. And I actually have a cool looking one now. Now the main reason I'm actually making this sort of short little video is actually because I made a video on why the DJI microphone is the best audio system, especially if you have a 3D printer. I'm not saying go get a DJI Mic 2 audio system, or 3, because that's out too. I'm not saying go get one of those microphones and then buy a 3D printer just for this specifically. I'm just saying that because I have a 3D printer, I can also use this microphone system as of shotgun mic, and I'm sure you can buy things like this on Amazon.